Building Ideas is proudly brought to you by the Master Builders Association.
Building ideas, lots of great ideas you really need to know. Building ideas, sit back, relax and enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to the show. Throughout the series we've shown many contemporary style homes, and today we thought we'd do something different and show off this lovely character style home. You'd be forgiven if you thought it was built just recently, but it was actually built 100 years ago. It didn't look quite like this. It was more, well, it was a bluestone fronted cottage, and now it's been majorly renovated and it's a turn of the century sandstone fronted cottage. Federation Homes is a master builder in every sense of the word. They take great care to design and build each of their homes specifically to meet the needs and requirements of their clients. And quality means everything to the team at Federation Homes. They pride themselves on sourcing only the best materials and craftsmen to build their homes, and believe it's the fine details that make a house a real home. It's little wonder that Federation Homes have been a leader for the last 30 years designing and building heritage-style homes. I'm sure you'll agree that they do a wonderful job. And with features like timber bay windows, complete with lead glass inserts, the tessellated tiled veranda and lovely sandstone facade, it's easy to see how they emulate the heritage look so well. Aside from showing off this lovely cottage, which by the way has got quite a few surprises inside, we have a lot of other interesting segments. This is what you can expect to see. Andrew looks at how you can completely automate your home. We'll look at Metricon Home's signature range. And we'll have a segment that talks about how you can avoid over-capitalising on your home or investment. So sit back, relax and enjoy, and it's over to Andrew, who has some interesting information on how much you should pay your builder or tradie up front.
Aside from being asked what master builder should I use to build my new home, one of the other questions that I often get asked is how much should I pay my builder up front? Now it's a good question, and my first response is always make sure that you keep the communication channels open and that most reputable builders will require a signed contract. In fact, a written contract is mandatory for any building work costing $12,000 or more, and your builder is quite within their rights to ask for a deposit. However, as a general rule, your builder is only entitled to genuine progress payments for work they've completed. But they may ask you to pay in advance for upfront expenses that they've had to pay to a third party, which could include things like payment for council approval, indemnity insurance payments, and engineers or surveyors fees. However, the law prohibits the builder from taking a deposit of more than $1,000 on a domestic building contract valued between $12,000 and $20,000, or more than 5% of the contract price if the contract is worth $20,000 or more. So you can keep track of your payments along the way and know how much you have to pay when. Even before your project starts, your builder should have provided you with a schedule of payments, referred to as progress payments, which outline exactly how much you'll be required to pay at the completion of each stage. Remember, building a new home should be an exciting time, so if you've got any questions along the way, just ask your builder and they'll be only too happy to help. And if for some reason you and your builder do hit troubled times, it's a comfort to know that under the Building Work Contractors Act, the builder must perform work in accordance with the plans and specifications agreed to by both parties. And if you really can't resolve a problem, then you can contact Consumer Affairs. Of course, if you're using a master builder, then you shouldn't have any concerns, especially if you're using a master builder's plain English contract. For more information, you can log on to mbasa.com.au.
Building ideas. Building ideas.
I'm at Craigburn Farm, and this very stylish home is called the Chicago 55 and makes up part of Metricon's signature series. The Signature series of homes is Metricon's flagship range of designs that includes beautiful, architecturally inspired family home designed with great flair and attention to detail. Each home features an internationally inspired facade with a choice of flexible floor plans, so you're bound to find one that suits you, your family and your lifestyle. The Signature series is the creme de la creme of Metricon Homes range and provides you with a great range of design options and extra inclusions. It also enables you to personalise your home and provides you with the flexibility to customise your design to suit your exacting requirements. And with premium quality fixtures and fittings, as well as precision build standards, you won't have any trouble building your dream home. There are 3 homes in the Signature series we'll be looking at today. This one, the Chicago 55, the Bordeaux 56 and the Manhattan. The Chicago, as is on display here at Craigburn Farm, was inspired by the great architect Frank Lloyd Wright. It comes in a variety of other sizes and configurations, so it will suit a vast array of different needs. With design elements influenced by modern living, Metricon's Chicago delivers a striking sense of style, comfort and great craftsmanship. This home is innovative, inviting and huge on space. It boasts 5 bedrooms, all with their own luxurious bathrooms. The entertaining areas are just sensational and they're both inside and out. And it has a kitchen with its own butler's pantry that any home cook would love. It's easy to see why the Chicago is really one of Metricon's most popular homes. The other home in the Signature series we'll be looking at today is the Bordeaux 56. The Bordeaux 56 epitomises what opulence is all about. Inspired by the architecture and romantic chateaux of France's largest wine region, the Bordeaux combines elegant classic features with a contemporary and stylish design. The grand entrance with its beveled glass doors and lofty ceilings makes an immediately impressive statement. The highlight of this outstanding home has to be the excellent building standard. It really is second to none and epitomises what Metricon's Signature series is all about. The final home and facade option available in the Signature series that we'll be looking at today is called the Manhattan. Don't you just love all the hip names? The Manhattan is another stylish and sophisticated home. Its clean lines with its uber cool architectural style is inspired by downtown New York. It reflects inner city living at its best. Whilst its sleek profile suits 12.5 to 13.5 metre blocks, it still boasts all the living space busy families demand. And beyond its edgy facade, the light, spacious interior offers the perfect retreat. If you like the snapshot of the Signature series that we've seen from Metricon today and you'd like to see more, and I seriously suggest you do, then you should look up metricon.com.au. Once you've finished building your lovely new home, it's time to think about landscaping. Now this is often a step that people leave as an afterthought, but it doesn't have to be. With a little bit of careful planning, you could do a short course where you learn about landscaping design and end up with a garden that dreams are made of. TAFE SA offers a range of diplomas and short courses in landscape design that introduce students to the principles of permaculture, design ethics and the creation of sustainable gardens. Pamela Gurner Hall is lead lecturer and coordinator of the Diploma of Landscape Design.
We run a range of horticulturally focused courses. We do have a Certificate 3, a Certificate 2 and a Diploma in Horticulture. So for people who are interested in learning about plants, that's a really wonderful course to do. We run a Conservation Land Management courses, Certificate 2, 3 and 5, the Diploma. And of course we run the Diploma of Landscape Design. One of the really interesting things about the Diploma of Landscape Design is that some years ago we imported permaculture units into that diploma, and we run 3 units of permaculture in there, which is introducing people to the principles and ethics of permaculture. Then we teach them how to design an urban permaculture system, and then we also teach them how to implement that.
Permaculture is basically all about the design of integrated systems which result in sustainable environments, how we can work with nature's processes and ecology and apply them to our modern way of living, in this case with a focus on a home habitat. Permaculture addresses all aspects of human culture, including food production, how we build, how we organise ourselves, and how we utilise our resources.
Most people would recognise permaculture as production gardens or vegetable gardens, productive plants. It's not necessarily just productive plants or just vegetables. It incorporates a much broader approach to gardening.
The concept dates back to the 1970s and was created by two Australians, Bill Mollison and David Holmgren. Since then, it's spread all over the world, training many thousands of people in achieving sustainable design, land use, community development and sustainable living.
A sustainable garden, the basis of it is that it will adapt. So a garden really has to have the ability to be able to adapt to climate, and particularly now that we're looking at climate change, and we need gardens that are going to be able to manage things which have probably previously not been such a threat at certain times of the year. So drought is going to become a lot more common, lack of water, and perhaps even we'll get rain at different times of the year. So the garden really needs to be able to handle that. If a garden can't adapt, then it's likely to die and then need a lot more inputs, a lot more resources to actually start that garden up again. And particularly when you're talking about productive trees and productive shrubs, that can take a very long time indeed.
Now, if you'd like more information, you can visit tafesa.edu.au.
Building ideas. Building ideas.
It's amazing nowadays just how far-reaching technology really is. Even many of our new homes and renovations are being completely automated. And it's no longer just the roller door and front gate anymore, but more like the entire home. So things like your curtains, watering and security systems are all able to be automated. When we think of home automation, it used to be just about home security or home theatres. But today's systems are all-encompassing and include so many more services. The introduction of wireless technology has also had a major impact on home automation, and it's now relatively simple and affordable to automate your entire home with easy-to-install wireless products designed for new and existing homes. Believe it or not, you can control your entire home with the push of a button. There are various systems available that will enable you to control your lighting, irrigation, air conditioning, windows and blinds, security, keyless entry, and home theatre and home surround sound, all from your mobile, iPad, or other smart device. Just imagine being away on holidays and still being able to water your garden, open and shut the blinds, feed the dog, and check your home security. Even if you're not away, how good would it be to have the house nice and warm, the lights on, and the music playing when you walk in the door after a busy day at work? Having your home automated isn't only great for families, it's also fantastic for the elderly, because it gives them an improved quality of life and also some additional protection. Another added bonus of home automation is the money that you can save over time. So if you're keen to automate your home, you can contact the Master Builders Association via sabuildingdirectory.com.au, and there you'll be able to find a supplier and installer to help you get set up.
Imagine being able to automate your home virtually just by using your mobile phone. How cool would that be? Well, anything is almost possible with modern building techniques and technology, and it doesn't matter whether you've got a contemporary style home or a more traditional home like the one that we've featured today, built by Federation Homes. Federation Homes build homes that provide ageless appeal and timeless quality, and this renovated character cottage is a terrific example. Built to include all of the usual heritage features such as timber floorboards, ornate fireplaces, sweeping high ceilings with decorative ceiling roses and cove cornices, this cottage is undeniably charming. When we think of turn-of-the-century homes, obviously comfort wasn't a huge factor, but thank goodness things have changed, and here you've got everything. You've got all the traditional fixtures and fittings, as well as the most innovative and up-to-date technology. The bathrooms are stylish, comfortable and spacious. As are the bedrooms. And a surprise package of this home, it's the second story that you can't even see from the street. It's a fantastic inclusion and pretty well completely doubles the living space of this cottage. The floating timber tread stairs are lovely and provide the perfect entree to the second level, where an overhead skylight bathes the area in natural light. I couldn't believe it when I walked to the back of the home and found the second story. From the front, it looks like a quaint little cottage, but not when you get inside. It is huge. Now, coming up after the break, we're going to tell you how to not overcapitalise on your home or investment.
Building ideas. Building ideas.
We all want our homes to be comfortable and appealing. But when do you stop? At what point do you know when you've done enough renovation work, and how far do you go before you start overcapitalizing? Well, it's an interesting question that doesn't necessarily have a simple answer, just because there are so many variables. Overcapitalizing really isn't an issue if you're not planning on selling your home in the near future. After all, it's up to you how much money you want to spend on your home and how you want to live. But if you are planning on selling, then it's a better idea to put the brakes on spending too much money on your home and have just those improvements done that will actually add value and add to the potential sale price. Mind you, knowing what will increase your sale price and add value isn't always easy. Because we all have different tastes and styles, it's a good idea to keep things simple. Often, land agents will advise sellers to give their house a fresh coat of paint before they put it on the market. That's a great idea, but remember, just because you love the colour red doesn't mean everyone else will. So pick a neutral colour that blends with many different furnishings and interior styles. On a broader spectrum, if you're wanting to sell your home and want to spruce it up, do your homework. Work out what the median price is for homes that have sold in your area and then go from there. Establish a budget and then start making a list of priorities outlining the work that you'd like to have done. Keep in mind the current value of your home. Then add the cost of the improvements and compare the overall cost to the median price of homes sold in your neighbourhood. If your overall figure is more than that, you're likely to be overcapitalizing, and you should probably rethink your list of improvements. It's no good doing up a bathroom to the value of $25,000 if your entire home is worth $100,000. However, the opposite is true, obviously, if your home is worth a lot more. So before you undertake any renovations, ask yourself a few simple questions. What is the average selling price of similar homes in your area, and how much will the renovations cost, and therefore what's the expected increase in value as a result of the renovations? Remember, it's easy to get carried away with wanting to renovate your home, whether it's to sell it or to live in it. So have a chat to your master builder to find out what's going to give you the best amount of impact for the least amount of money spent. And if you want some more information, you can have a look at sabuildingdirectory.com.au.
Now, it's obvious the team at Federation Homes knew they weren't overcapitalising when they built the second story here. We're back in today's feature home, and as we saw a little bit earlier, from the front of the street looking in, you'd never know that there was so much living space. It's amazing what a little creative thinking can do. And that's what the team at Federation Homes specialise in, designing creative floor plans and building gracious heritage-style homes to meet our modern demands. I love the way they include so many timeless decorative features and yet still manage to achieve such practical designs that appeal to our contemporary living requirements. Take this kitchen, meals and living area. It definitely is the type of space that we like to include in our homes today, and it ticks the box when it comes to contemporary living. There's no doubt that low maintenance living is high on most of our agendas, and this heritage style cottage certainly addresses this, right from the timber and tiled floors through to the clean lined kitchen and outdoor deck area. The house makes great use of the block it's been built on, ensuring all usable space has been incorporated into the original design. The kitchen boasts state-of-the-art appliances, including a chef's oven, built-in coffee machine, oversized fridge freezer, and a stylish and practical Stone Island bench. It all blends together to create a relaxed, casual atmosphere that's perfect for a couple or a family to enjoy. And with the ability to interconnect the deck areas with internal open-plan living areas, you'll never be short on space to enjoy all year round. I've really enjoyed looking around this lovely cottage today, and what I particularly like about it, it's got a really good feeling of space and light and bright, which is something that you wouldn't expect from a cottage. Now, I'd like to show you what's on next week's show before we go. We'll be hosting the program from yet another stunning Alan Shepherd Constructions home, this time from Blackwood Park. We'll visit a new home built by DeCellis Homes. We'll hear from the South Australian Police about creating better home security, and we'll look at the benefits of building your new home using steel frames from Blue Slope Steel. Wow, a great show coming up next week. Now, if you'd like to have a look at our feature home today, you can visit it yourself at 20 Sydenham Road in Norwood, or you can look up their website, which is federationhomes.com, and you can give them a call also and make a time that suits you, which is 8362 6554. And I hope you can join us next week. Have a great weekend.
Building ideas, handy hints, there's always something new. Building ideas, lots of great ideas you really need to know. Building ideas.
Building Ideas proudly brought to you by the Master Builders Association.